Hello again from my front porch. Actually, out here on the front porch and on the porch swing even. Yay, see? It got fixed. Woohoo! The porch swing before, the center piece, the center brace had splintered or had broken it. Big chunk of wood that holds the middle of it, and it just like cracked, just split. And I was joking that maybe it was too much cauliflower pizza. Cauliflower crust pizza, but no, that can't possibly be it. Must be because it's all wood and it's old and it's here in the sun all the time and it's drying out. That's got to be the reason. But seriously though, it is an older swing. I mean, I don't know how old the swing is. I mean, it was here when I moved in, and who knows how long it was here before that. But it is made just of wood, and so sometimes it's the simple little things in life that cause me to get really deep and introspective. I've done that here before on this show, but I was thinking about this porch swing, and I was thinking about how, with the age of the swing, with the nature of the repair that it needed, it could have been easy to justify just discarding this swing of saying, you know what, it's old, and if something is major and is significant as the center brace is going to give out and break, then what about the rest of it? How stable is the rest? I mean, the whole thing is made of wood and it's all the same age and it's been in the same condition. So maybe, and so it would have been easy to justify just tossing it and replace it with something newer, something more modern, or even just not even have a swing, just get rid of it and put some chairs out here or something. But simple repair, some glue, some screws, some hardware stuff like that, and it's all working again, and I can sit on it, and it's not cracking and it's not breaking, and I'm not falling through, much to your disappointment, because I'm sure some of you would love to have seen me sit down on this thing and go right through it. Personally, not a fan of that idea. But anyway, I got to thinking though about this concept of how we just discard things because they're broken. And I don't mean just tangible things. I mean especially personal things like our passion, our hobbies, our interests, relationships. Things are going along great. We're really enjoying it. It's wonderful. And then all of a sudden something happens unexpected. It comes in and goes bam, and hits whatever that is, and it breaks. It has a problem. It has a defect, and so often our reaction is to go, oh man, that I can't believe that. Oh, I really liked that. I really enjoyed doing that, but now I can't do that anymore. I really liked that person, but now I can't be around them anymore, and all this kind of stuff. And sometimes, especially when we talk about people, sometimes it may not be such a bad thing. Sometimes it may be a good idea, actually, that we separate ourselves from some individuals, because it may not be the best for us. That's true. I don't discount that. But I do think that sometimes we're way too quick to just, in the interest of self-preservation and protecting our own heart and our own feelings about something, that we're way too quick to give up. That we're way too quick to just toss something aside. I've been on this self-discovery journey for the last 4.5 years or so since my divorce, really figuring out who Paul is, because as I've pointed out in the past, this literally is the first time in my life that I've been on my own. That I went from living in my parents' house to living in the dorms with roommates to then being married, and then even after my divorce was done, I was still living with my daughter. She was still living here. Ashley was still living upstairs, and so it wasn't until she got married and left that I was then literally on my own for the first time in 50 years. And that was a bit emotional. It was a bit traumatic in many ways, but it's also been extremely enlightening and so educational, because it has forced me to actually understand who I am and what I really enjoy doing, what I really like. And I realized there were a whole lot of things that I actually enjoyed that I wasn't doing, that I wasn't giving any attention to previously for whatever reason. For whatever reason I had justified in my head that it was okay to push that aside and toss it aside. That now I'm re-embracing those things, and I'm like, why did I ever give this up? Why was I not doing this? And so, that's been great. But, relationships too, and I don't just mean like, marriages or dating relationships and things like that. I mean, even friendships, neighbors, coworkers. You be getting along with your neighbor, just great, everything's fine until all of a sudden they borrow, your lawnmower, and then while they're using it, they hit something and it gets mangled, it gets, that things get damaged, and it's expensive to replace it. And now suddenly, well, I'm not loaning them anything again. And now there's this thing that develops that wasn't there before. Does it need to be there? Was the lawnmower thing their fault? No. I mean, maybe they were careless. I don't know. But they're still the same person they were prior to that event. The same person that you got along with so well. Why throw that away? Why let that be damaged now? Again, there are times where you got to be wise and you got to make decisions that's important. But my challenge just with this silly repair of the porch suite. Well, I don't think that's silly, actually. I like it. But with this simple little illustration of the porch swing getting repaired so they can stay in service for that much longer, and I can continue to enjoy it and just relax on it like this. It just got me thinking, how many other times in life do I need to do the same thing? Rather than just chuck something aside because there's an issue, there's a problem, there's some damage, there's an imperfection. Recognize that, life is full of imperfections. Life is full of left turns when you should have gone right. Life is full of disappointments. Life is full of surprises, good and bad. So when those things happen, does that mean we just throw away what we enjoy because of those things? The more I think about it, the more that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So anyway, I have no real, concluding point to this. It's just a little thought-provoking thing as I get ready to jump on a plane again and head out of town. And so that all being the case, I am looking forward to getting going. I have to get going, actually, because the plane isn't going to wait for me. But it's good to be back on my front porch, back in the swing on my front porch, and it's good to be back talking with you. And maybe I'm on my way to Cincinnati now, so I'll have to try to find a way to say hello to you from there, at whatever point I'm there. And with that, I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.